So I'm presenting our project Doc Parser. So we are solving the problem of peer policy review. Analysts often have to read long insurer PDFs just to answer practical questions like: is a drug covered? Does it require prior authorization? What step therapy applies? How do different peers compare? What do different peers compare? What changes between policy versions? These documents are long, inconsistent, and full of references and administrative text, so manual review is slow and hard to scale. Doc Parsers is a policy intelligence app that converts those PDFs into evidence-backed answers, cross-pair comparisons, and version-aware change tracking. At, at a high level, the architecture is simple. The React frontend gives users separate workflow for ask, compare, change, upload, and history. The fast API-backed orchestrator, retrieval, extraction, comparison, upload, and save runs. Page index is used for section-aware retrieval from the PDFs. OpenAI converts the retrieved evidence into structured policy outputs. SQLite and local file storage operates data locally. Neo4j stores graph relationship across payers, drugs, policies, versions, and evidence. So what makes this a different from a generic PDF parser is the workflow. First, we do structure-aware retrieval with page index. So we retrieve policy sections like criteria for initial approval or coverage rationale instead of random chunks. Second, we return policy native outputs like coverage, prior authorization, step therapy, site of care, and version changes instead of only broad summary. Third, every answer is tied back to evidence and stored in history. So workflow is auditable. Fourth, Neo4j gives us graph-based policy intelligence across payers and versions, not just single document summarization. I'll show you the demo now. So I'll go to ask and I'll set a preset of uh, Atna with ustekinumab, which is a biological medicine to treat chronic immune medicated inflammatory disease. So I come here and I run ask. So this gives me a readable bullet summary, a detailed explanation, evidence snippets, and link back to exact page. So you can go here, you can see the readable summary point by point and go to detailed explanation, which comes from a graph. And you can open the page, which takes the context for this idea. So you can see the exact page. It's fifth page of this document. And here you can see this as second page of this document, which is at now. Next, I'll go to compare. I'll compare infliximab medical benefits. So infliximab is also used to treat chronic moderate to severe autoimmune disorder by targeting and neutralizing TNF alpha. So I'll load this preset. You can see here checkbox being clicked and you can run compare. So this while running, what it does is it goes through a series of steps to compare the graph database and page index, whichever is suitable for this use case, and gives you the result. So you can see in a comparison view, Aetna, Cigna, and United Healthcare. You can see what coverage it does, what is prior authorization required, and site of care. Or whichever is different. You can come here and see a tabular review as well. If there are no data, so we mention it as not stated in snippets because we don't want to mislead. So the data is genuine. And for the changes explanation, this is used to compare between two bulletins of the same company. So you can see I'll go and load preset for United Healthcare February to March bulletin of 2026. You can see the respective files are selected and I'll run the test. So it will take some time to run because it retrieves from the page index and analyzes the output and gives you a proper result going through all the context. It's accurate as much as possible because it has context of every data which is present and it doesn't fabricate anything. So as you can see, this is working. You can see a detailed explanation for this. This is here, and uh, yeah, and you can upload the file, and based on that, it gives you the output accordingly. Thank you.